These nuts are meat nuts. Meat nuts.
Good evening. How's everyone's night? Gosh, I love packages. I do love packages. Y'all, welcome on in. Welcome on in. I'm stoked to get started tonight. So first I told you have the best redeems ever. What? No. I do work hard on them, but I don't know if I have the best ones. I appreciate the thought. A lot of them are me. I will tell you that. Also signal boosted. Thank you so much, Wee Woo. I wanted to start off tonight with the little thing that I alluded to on earlier. Like there's like a little y'all have thrown me off today. But like I said that there was a tiny surprise, and it's very tiny. It's tiny. It's subtle, but it changes a bunch of stuff. It does change a bunch of stuff. So I'll get right to it. So y'all a nipple? No, it's not that. But y'all, I could do like tail wiggles and things like that, right? Just by moving my body because my tail is pretty floppy. But like, what if I told you that I could just smile and have it do this? I don't even have to move my body anymore. It's true. I can wag.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so it's like it just moves all by itself now. But like if I just have just a straight deadpan face, it doesn't do a damn thing.
Me.
But considering I'm having fun all the time, it was already kind of wagging.
Gosh,
but like,
I love.
Oh boy! Yeah, like so if it loses tracking a little bit, like if I turn my head enough. If I turn my head enough.
Gosh, I love beans.
It just has this really subtle idle wag. Cause I don't think it really knows what to do.
Gosh, I love packages.
But if it's doing that and I try to catch it wagging.
Gosh, I love crabs. Gosh, I love.
It stops. But it really boils down to like what. I'm not really sure. Cade could probably explain this a little bit more than I can, and it's really it was his idea to do this, like out of the blue, and I'm so heckin' thankful because it's like it was one of those things where, like, I wasn't altogether convinced that like adding like an auto wag or something like that would really be necessary, considering I already wiggle. But it really does. It really does. Because I'm not moving my body around all the time, So, like, having it wag also based on my facial expression is... It really adds to the experience. And it adds a lot of life to the avatar. So, like, Cade, thank you so much. Cade, thank you so much for heckin' doing this for me. I'm gonna give Cade a shout out. Cade's amazing. And mainly, as far as like streaming is concerned, Cade mainly streams like in the morning, like my time. Not like early, but kind of like, like 8, 9, 10 o'clock ish. Cade is in the UK, but that's about right around where when he streams. So if you see him live, definitely pop in and give that hacker a follow and watch his streams because he's super funny and just a good bean, and also is very informative on the avatar editing, like rigging, doing bone stuff, like little tips and tricks and how to get things done. Cade is an amazingly talented bean, super talented, and Cade is actually the artist that did all my art kit. So that's why my avatar is so expressive now. So. You said small and subtle. A nipple is small and subtle. And you said makes a big difference. A nipple makes a big difference between innocent chest bumps and TOS breaking breasticles. You know what, Poji? You're not wrong. You're not wrong. But, considering I've already been to horny jail once, I don't think I want to go back. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I don't want to go back. Oh, speaking of jail, uh-oh. What, Yuki? Poison, welcome on in. Lord Bloxian, hello, welcome on in. I think Zephora has a wag depending on her facial expressions. You know, I was kind of wondering about that. I was kind of wondering about that because, like, I watch Zephora on occasion. It's kind of tough to catch her because of the time of day that she's usually going, but Yuki, I don't think so. Also, Ahty, I have an art idea I want to draw you in. Ooh, is it a surprise? Or do you want to let me in on the secret? You don't have to let me in on open chat. If you want to DM me, that's cool. I'll take a look after I wrap up. I was accidentally banned in Breezy's stream. It was a misclick. Oh, weird. Yeah, because, like, on my end, you're not monitored. Yeah, it doesn't say anything like that on, God, I love her. I'm glad you like it, Lore. I'm glad you like it. But holy heck, maybe I should kill the music and we could play some Final Fantasy, huh? Maybe we should do that. So I'm here. I will kill music. And there we go. Perfect. Sent you a DM about the idea. Okay, I'll check it out. Yes. Yes. 1,000 times yes, Ryu. 1,000 times. 1,000 times yes. I am now completely broke, and it was completely worth it. That's awesome. But holy heck, let's get to it. Do I have anybody in the voice chat? Let me check that. Oh, it doesn't look like it. That's okay, though. I'm gonna hop in the voice chat. And if folks would like to join me, who are playing, they can. Weewoo, I can guarantee that Yuki is gonna be into that too. All right, so let's quit this Manderville. Depending on how much Hildy we have left, I might dip after since it's still a work night. Okay. I know it's probably not very much. I would be surprised if we have a full stream. I would be very surprised. Creatures, thank you so much for the lurk. Gonna hop over to the couch and keep the stream on for company. Been a bit under the weather today. I'm sorry to hear that, Creatures. But yeah, Poji, I would be surprised if we have a full stream worth of Hildy left. I was thinking that, like, if there's sufficient time at the end, I was kind of thinking about, like, hey, why don't we do, like, a dungeon? But, like, we could play it by ear. We'll see how everybody feels. But I need to go over this way. Actually, no, I don't want to do the zoo. I don't want to do Midgard Sormer. I want to do the zoo. It's zoo time. Oh, I'm going the wrong way. I need to go this way. I mean, it's a. I don't know, Yuki or Ross. I don't know if it's like super spicy, but it's like it's pushing a boundary. All right, got to go over here. Yeah, I can't fly here. It's fine. This zoo was made for walking. The zoo is made for walking, and that's just what they'll do. The zoo was made for walking, and they'll walk all over you. I mean, whoa! I said I'd suspend my pursuit, and I will. But that doesn't mean I won't continue my investigation into that Mehmet and its powers in Ishgard. Alright, I speak with Siren Foundation. Okay. Alright, CP time. There they are. Ah, I see you saw fit to return to the capital as well. The Inquisition has a rather large collection of heretical tomes, including many of Charlian origin, and I had a mind to scour them for information on temporal magics. Ayame, welcome on in. This is, of course, all for the sake of confirming the Mehmet's heretical origins. Yes, only that. Why are you looking at me like that? As if to imply that my interest in these matters is more than a professional one? I'm sure I don't know what you're not talking about. Thank you, Ahty. That will be all. So that, I think, is the end of that particular section. That rounds up what we were working on last stream. So... why I got Lupin the Third vibes with that music? Yeah, I can see that. We need to speak, Ahty. I've been scouring the archives for any information regarding temporal magic since last we spoke, and the results have been rather troubling, to say the least. As you may or may not be aware, ancient Aleg is portrayed in the Enchiridion as a cautionary tale, a great empire brought low by its vanity and hubris. However, there are certain apocryphal texts in which the Allegans are cast in a more sympathetic light, if not outright exalted. 'Twas in these texts that I found references to temporal magics once wielded by Allegan mages. Said magics could be used to halt or even reverse the temporal state of a given object. If these accounts are to be believed, and if Gigi's abilities and these magics are one and the same, then it may well be possible for him to turn back the hands of time for the Grand Sirs, much as he restored the Duke's priceless vase. That sounds rather grim, actually. That being said, there is no telling how this
Did you know, Ahty is precious adorable, genuinely a wonderful friend and one of the sweet, coolest, most adorable beings? It's true, Ahty is one heck of a huge inspiration and one of my closest friends. Remember, Ahty, you are valid, you are loved, you are go.
Aww. Thank you, Ayame. It cuts off because there's a character limit. Because if I let it go to all the way to the end of the character limit that Twitch allows, it'd be 500 thing. It would be 500 characters. And it would be talking forever. Thank you, Iyami. I can actually see the message. The rest of it says, Ahty, you are valid, you are loved, you are gorgeous, and you are one of the most amazing beings ever. Remember, you are very, very loved and inspire many. I love you, precious Ahty bean. Aw, thank you so much. Fury, hello, welcome on in. Finished my model kit, hell yeah. We will know you. Actually, also you. Got my foobs, nice. That was very sweet. Banned for interrupting audio dialogue. Vera, welcome on in. Nice to see you. That being said, there is no telling how this will work with regards to a living being. Consider, if you will, that the vase was filled with water when it shattered. Even if the vessel were restored, what would become of its former contents? That's a good question. Would it be filled with water as before? The very same every drop returned? Or would it be different water? Or would the water, once split, be forever lost? I speak of the soul, my friend. For even if one could use the magics to restore the dead to life, would they be as they were before, with all the same thoughts and memories and feelings? The Grandsirs are convinced that they can regain their lost youth. And mayhap they can, but the dead who have entered into Haloni's halls cannot return. They cannot. Yet Gigi is nevertheless resolved to try and resurrect the Archmagus Khan, or Quan. Speaking of which, according to some Charlian texts in the archives, Archmagus Quan was an accomplished scholar known for his study of ancient allied magics. Further evidence that Gigi's abilities are likely derived from ancient traditions, I suppose. But more importantly, I learned the location of the Archmagus's former residence. Maybe we could find something of interest there. Something which could help us to persuade Gigi to change his course. I had a mind to summon Inspector Hildebrand and make the journey there together. Would you be willing to join us? Excellent. Then let us be about our business. I saw you, heretic! I beg your pardon? Are you accusing me of being a heretic? Yes, you, Inquisitor Seer. I saw you sneak into the archives and seek out the forbidden tomes. Saw the mad light in your eyes as you partook of their forbidden knowledge. Oh, for the love of... I did all of that for my investigation. Aha! You admit your crimes, and you did secretly, without permission, in blatant contravention of our rules, reading forbidden tomes, then by virtue of the authority vested in me by the Supreme Sacred Tribunal of Hellenic Inquisitory Doctrine. You stupid, ignorant. Are you all so desperate to keep your goddamn jobs that you'll go around accusing all the world and his wife of heresy? Is that what we've been reduced to? I'm sick and tired of looking for heretics in every bloody shadow, of trying to guess the secret sins of everyone I meet. It's stupid and pointless, and we're better than that, damn it. We're better than that. Oh, he's learning. If you will not surrender yourself, then I have no choice but to inform my superiors. Well, that all came tumbling out, didn't it? I suppose there's no point in trying to convince myself that I have no personal investment in this matter. Or that I still have a professional one. Annoyed the religious indoctrination out of him. Apparently, yeah. Somewhere along the way, I stopped looking for the guilty and started looking for the truth. Perhaps, and a way to help those in need. But there's no place for people like that in the Inquisition, is there? And it's only a matter of time before that stuttering fool comes back with an armed guard. Let us depart for Idleshire at once. We need to find the inspector. Yeah, that didn't go well, did it? Do I like him now? I don't know if I like him. But, like, I don't know. I think differently of him. Yeah, I didn't like him before, and I'm kind of like... I think, how would I define this? I think I not like him a little bit less. Yeah. Alright, so Idleshire, Dravania, let's go. He's realizing, oh man, I kind of suck. Or he's like realizing he's like, I spent all this time doing what I thought I had to do, even though I didn't believe it myself. Not just him, the entire Inquisition sucks, yeah. Well, it's all this heretic stuff, right? It's basically a witch hunt. And you'll know how the rest of it goes, right? The rest of Heavensward goes. It's very hypocritical, I guess. It's a job without a purpose, right? It would seem we arrived too late. Inspector Hildebrand has already gone off on his own to confront the Grand Sirs. They came back briefly to trade jingly shine for supplies and whatnot. You see, and the Gobbly's ear caught them trading tongue flaps about killing dragons in the Forelands. Oh, that we can't abide. When you have a quota for catching criminals and you get fired for not meeting quota, what happens when you run out of criminals? Well, I mean, you make them up. You accuse innocent people and put them in jail. When the inspector learned about it later, he said he had to get after them right away and backtake Gigi. He said he had a duty, not as an inspector, but as a father. Bugger that, he's got no obligations to a bloody mammoth, especially one that chose to leave of its own free will. As I recall, I swear I turn my back on the boy for one bleeding second and he loses his goddamn mind. I'm afraid he might try to do something reckless. Don't you think we should try and find him and offer hand-lending? I am rather more concerned what will happen if the Grand Sirs attack, or worse, kill any of Hraesvelgur's brood. But first things first, I suppose. Ahty, would you be so kind as to assist Mistresses Nashu and Julian in their search for the inspector? I will pay a visit to Archmagus Quan's abandoned abode in the meantime. Oh, and before you think to refuse, know that you need not fear for my safety. Let us just say that our singular experiences together have inured me to the harsh realities of, well, reality. Huh. Could it be the scrawny little shite's finally found his spine? Let's start by heading to Tailfeather. I reckon the inspector probably went there first to ask after the Grand Sirs. If we do the same, we're sure to catch up with him eventually. Alright, so Tailfeather time. So I got more pieces and parts for my little streaming PC project today. We're almost there. Hey, it's Twilight. Welcome on in. Hildy practically grew up in the saddle. Gave him his firm thighs and buttocks, it did. Thanks for that. Oh, I'm getting punkined. Let's see.
Are we seriously done with phrasing?
Pumpkin! There we are. Right then. I say we split up and make inquiries separately. If you learn anything about the Inspector or the Grand Sirs or Gigi, come and tell me. That came from his mom, yeah. Right. Let's talk to some people. Who do I need to talk to over here? Thank you. I always wanted to be deleted. Ow! Well, paint me yellow and call me a chocobo. That's Millith's sightseeing log you've got there. Forgive me, I got carried away for a moment. I'm Kester Ironheart, cousin to Millith and an explorer of sorts. Like most of my extended family. Oh shit. This isn't the person I'm supposed to talk to. Whoops. When I last spoke to Millith, she told me of an adventure with a keen case of wanderlust, an adventure that I know now to be you. What say you lend me your log for a moment? Don't worry, I won't eat it or anything. There, and yes, there. That should do it, I reckon. It's no secret that Ishgard is home to some of the most remarkable sights in our realm. Mind you, I've not seen them all myself, but I certainly know where they might be found. And now, so do you. Thanks to the notes and rumors I've seen fit to jot down in your sightseeing log. Yes, scores of stunning vistas are just waiting to be discovered. Your legs will not carry you to all of them, though. Should you find a particular spot out of reach, you might consider taking to the skies atop a black-feathered bird. Oh, but if I were to say more, I would be robbing you of the joy of discovering these spectacular views for yourself. Godspeed, my fellow explorer, and may this moment mark the beginning of a tour of wonder. Oh, expanded. Gosh, I love expansion. Wait. Never mind. Heavensward entries have been added to your sightseeing log. Yeah, Ahty? Oh my. I've said too much. Alright, now to the proper quest. Wherever the fuck that is. Okay, here we go. Wow, Yuki. I think I'm okay, thanks. 3 dragon slayers and a mammoth, eh? I'd call you a mummer if I hadn't seen them come through earlier, boasting about how they were off to kill the biggest one yet. I have to make the ringtail bark louder, I think. Oh, those daft sods. They were for Ank's Trine. Not quite sure what their intentions were, but they were awfully confident. That much I recall. That's not good. Ringtail bark's so powerful, though. Okay, there's one more. Where it be? Where it be? Ah, I see it. Bark! The Ishgardians with the mammoth? They were here, aye, proclaiming to all and sundry that they were going to slay the greatest dragon of them all. The gods only know if the naive fools were serious. That is rather concerning, actually. There we go. Oh, and they're hiding back here. That's interesting. Fucking boomers, right? Those fucking boomers. I'm telling you, kid, the fucking boomers. World's changed, Grandpa. Dragon slaying is taboo. Really taboo, yep. Oh, I see. So the Grand Sirs were heading to Ank's Shrine. And my dear boy wasn't far behind them either. What are we waiting for? Let's go, let's go! All right. Search for the Grand Sirs at Ank's Shrine. Okay. I can just TP, actually. That jacket is so good, and I'm... that jacket is so good, and I am so gay. I am also gay. Super gay. Oh, I guess we do go out this entrance, don't we? Alrighty, Fury. Why am I going that way? I need to go this way. Full frontal... thank you, Automata. I am engaging in full frontal queerism on main. Honestly, like, you go for it. I will approve everything. The car is much shinier than I recall it being. Yeah. That's... Yeah. I wonder if that's part of the graphics update. They made shiny things really, really shiny. Well, here's Orland. The poor, unfortunate soul who bears a striking resemblance to Orland is quite firmly embedded in the earth. Would you look at that? The inspector sure gave him what for. That may be. But where'd the other two get to? Not to mention the mammoth. Why don't we pull him out and ask? Though, having said that, it looks easier said than done. A booby pains. Yes! Thank you for the boob pain post, reminding me to take my evening HRT dose. Yes! Med check. Med check. Bed check. I mean med check. Remember to take your self-inflicted boob pain. Yes, absolutely. Definitely go take it. Because we be strong and growing. Oh, how silly of me. I'm sure you've got more than enough strength to yank him free, right, Ahty? Do I want to, though? Not really. I miss my titty growing pains, to be honest. I haven't really had them much at all lately. Those, I believe, they come in waves, I guess. From what I heard, like, sometimes you might have them, sometimes you might not. That sort of thing. I mean, if I have further boob growth, I'll have to wonder if I'm siphoning it away from other trans women. Oh, no. There's plenty of booba to go around for everyone. There's plenty. Well, I'll be. He's wearing some sort of magic mask that makes him look just like the inspector. Just like the man of 1,000 faces back in old No, that's Hildebrand. Let's get these D's to double D's then. Hell yeah, let's go. No, that's Hildebrand all right. There's no fooling a mother's eyes. I say, what trouble has my beloved son gotten himself into this time? Why, hello there, Lord Godbert and Inspector Seer. How'd you two end up traveling together? Blind fortune, you might say. I was too far from Tailfeather when night began to fall. But fortunately, Lord Godbert chanced to find me wandering in the wilderness. Lord Edmond told me all about the recent trouble with the Grand Sirs, as well as Hildy's investigation. And a father cannot help but take interest in his son's affairs, can he? As for me, I was eager to share with you my latest findings, namely Archmagus Quan's research notes. I haven't slept like that since I was buried in the Lich Yard. Well, well, I must confess no small measure of embarrassment to be found in such a state, having been so unceremoniously disposed of by the Grand Sirs. But ignominy notwithstanding, I am most grateful for your succor and pleasantly surprised to be reunited with you all. This wouldn't have happened had you waited for us instead of... Wait, why in the hells are you still wearing that rubbish? An impenetrable disguise is essential when consorting with the criminal elements. Alas, 'twould seem the Grand Sirs have grown more perceptive in their newfound youth. Wait, do you mean they've already regained their youth? What about Gigi? Did you see him? Was he behaving strangely? Now that you mention it, his warm, soulful eyes were rather more pointy than I remember. By the Fury, not pointy. According to Archmagus Quan's notes, that's a sign of Gigi's using too much magic. If he carries on like this, his ether will be expended, and he'll end up not more than an empty husk. This is terrible news. We must catch up to the Grand Sirs at once. Do you know where they were headed? All I heard was they were keen to slay dragons. They were bound for the Churning Mists, a place called Zenith, to kill a great worm named Nidhogg. Really? That all happened? Huh. I meant the other one, Hraesvelgr. Hraesvelgr? Fury take me, what could they possibly hope to achieve? If I could turn back time. I, Hildebrand, Agent of Inquiry Inspector Extraordinaire, do hereby ask you all to aid me in rescuing my son and putting a stop to the Grand Sir's machinations. You know, there's really no need for all that. We came because we wanted to help. Admittedly, I last measured 2 years ago, so I gotta remeasure now, but... Yeah, proxy, wow. Okay, so... Shit might be a little out of date. Just saying. I, Nashu, faithful assistant, maker of explosives extraordinaire, do hereby present to you this fresh change of clothing. Alrighty, Yuki. Hurry back. A tiny bit, yeah. Capital. I knew I could count on you, Nashu. I shall change en route. Come, my friends, to Zenith and to Gigi. This is not good. This is not good. Make ready, my friends. The final battle with the Grand Sirs is at hand. It would seem my wounds were more serious than I thought. I fear I am in no condition to confront our foes. There is but one thing that could restore me to my former indomitable self. Don't you worry. I've got some salamander oil right here. Shall Mummy give her baby boy a massage? Oh my god, that's gross. Oh, my dearest Mummy. Mother dearest, I would not oppose upon you. Not with my ever-loyal associate, Ahty, stands ready to minister to my muscles. What? I'm giving him a massage. Great. Don't tell me you're embarrassed. Let Mummy take care of little Hildy's hurts. My dear wife, I know you mean well, but let Ahty handle it. Theirs is a bond which transcends time and space and personal boundaries. If that's the way of it, I'm counting on you, Ahty. Great. Let us brook no further delay. Come, my friend. Coat my body in oil as you have done many a time before. Hiya, Sammy Beans. I'm not really quite sure when. I don't know when we did that before. Mandervilles sure do love getting their rub downs, apparently. Why do you hesitate? We have not done that. Have we not done this time and time again? Oil me up, woman! Wow. Oh, how it soothes my aches and pains. Quickly now, knead it into my flesh. Knead as you have never kneaded before. That is way too horny for this game. Wow. Wow. Indeed. The real... God, such furious kneading. I applaud your enthusiasm, but mayhap I urge you to excessive force. Nay, you were in the right. Already the gentle warmth begins to spread throughout my body. The fires of righteousness burn anew in my breast. And mine. Hold, my son. Though your passion is renewed, you may yet be spurred to greater feats of Mandervillian strength. Derived from the purest essence of salamanders, the ancient legacy of the House Manderville. Salamanderville! To you, my beloved son, now become a proud father, I bequeath this most sacred of oils. Salamanderville! Could it be the legends were true? Your muscles shall shine with the brilliance of 1,000 suns. No mortal man will have the power to do you harm. Verily it is so, for by its grace did I once weather the slings and arrows of a bandit horde and bring my hammer of justice to bear upon their wicked heads. The time has come, Ahty. Take this oil and help Hildy become the Manderville man he was meant to be. Terrific! I am ready for my final oiling, Ahty. My brain is trying to turn Salamanderville into some sort of Gex joke, but I ain't getting a grip on this. Wow. Oh, the Salamanderville. How it flows into every nook and cranny. Quickly now, lay your hands upon me. Massage me with all of your might. Yes.
So
Hello.
I'm glad that I had the thought to actually read the Salamanderville.
Oh, yeah? What did it say?
The best of the best for a Manderville man, to rise to the top as the cream only can. So for the lack of a logical plan, massage the Manderville man.
I'm okay. Wow. Okay, then. All right, I'm going to continue reading. Yes, yes, that's the spirit. I can feel it building and rising and rising. That is, wow. Such passion,
still
such
doing
fervor.
phrasing?
I am the inferno unbound, the tempest unleashed, but I have not yet begun to pose. I am a Manderville man! That Salamanderville is my word. I have never felt so alive. Such vibrant colors, such intense sounds, such fragrant smells. Mother, father, Ahty, 'twas your oils and your strong yet tender fingers which opened my eyes to the glory of creation. I am a gentleman inspector reborn. Onward to zenith! No matter the laws of nature they pervert or the limits they break, the Grand Sirs can do naught to stop me. Wow. Oh, wow. Ooh. Grand Sirs, I have come for my son. Oh, must we do this now? We have a dragon to slay. There is no need for any of this. The war is over. Not for long. The worm's death will give rise to a new era of fire and blood, and we have consumed his eyes. We'll use our new powers to win untold glory on the battlefield. Our legends will echo in eternity. You would doom countless innocents for glory? No, I won't allow it. Over my dead body. Far be it from us to deny you, then. This is the end for you. The ultimate end. Come on, dude. You've been moistened with Salamanderville. Whoa. Have faith, my love. He is our son. Gigi, my beautiful boy, pray do not look on me with such pointy eyes. Let Papa Hildy take you home to our gazebo. Stop calling me that. My name is Vivi. Vivi, I remember everything. My powers, my purpose, my grandpapa Quan. I made them young again, but it's not enough. I need more. More! I need the worm's eyes, and then I can finally bring him back. Nico, hello, welcome on in. I'm sorry, Gigi, but no, you cannot. Grandpapa Quan is gone. He's right, Gigi. Mayhap you could restore his corporeal form and breathe life into it, but his soul, what made him your grandpapa, is forever beyond your reach. That's not true. I can restore anything to its ideal form, to the way it should be, even Grandpapa Quan, even you, Papa Hildy. Please, Gigi, you have to stop. If you keep using your power, you'll die. I don't understand. Your clothes are still dirty and tattered. As they should be, Gigi. For my every waking moment is as the gods intended. Every day I live life to the fullest. Every day I enjoy grand adventures. I found your grandpapa's research notes. What he gave you wasn't the power to make things the way they were. He gave you the power to change the world, to make things the way you yourself believed they should be. That's why your magics have no effect on the inspector. Because you know in your heart that this battered and bruised form is in its own way, right. My thoughts exactly, Inquisitor Seer, and it is for this self-same reason that you were unable to make Grandmaster Quan younger. In your heart, you knew there was naught that needed to be changed. Your beloved grandpapa was exactly as he should be. Your every day was to be treasured and worthy of his celebration. Then what about the Grand Sirs? Why was I able to make them young again? All you truly knew of them were the stories they told, wondrous tales of daring do by heroes in the prime of their lives. It's no wonder you were able to envision them as such. That's all they ever talked about when they were young and free and full of fire. At first, Archmagus Quan didn't understand the true nature of your abilities. He struggled to deduce why you could not make him younger as he originally intended. Eventually, he realized that your fond memories of him were preventing you from conceiving of him as anything but an elderly creator, and that the only way to achieve his goal would be to take them from you. But you were all he had left in the world. No longer a mere Mehmet, but a friend, family, his only family, his grandson. He couldn't bear to lose you, so he renounced his quest for immortality. But I still lost my memories in the end. He was afraid of leaving you all alone in the world, afraid that what others would attempt to take advantage of you and your magics. So before he died, he decided to take your memories from you after all, to protect you. But despite his best efforts, something remained. Something stronger and more powerful and more resilient than anything Archmagus Quan ever dared dream. You were never broken, Gigi. You were never abandoned. All he wanted was to set you free. Free? Free? To do what? Whatever you like, Gigi. Don't you see? That was his final gift to you. A new life. A new story all your own. This has all been very, very touching, but we're not getting any younger. Well, you aren't at any rate. We have suffered your meddling long enough. I had intended to use this trap to kill the worm, but since you are so perfectly positioned... Uh-oh. There we go. I am Vivi, grandson of Archmagus Quan and Gigi, son of Hildebrand, Heliodor, Maximil, Vanderville. They make those boxes go to it quick. And this is my story. What? Zesty, welcome on in. Why does Godbert look so moist right now? Oh, Salamanderville, I forgot. It's like it never happened. With the last of his strength, he turned back the hands of time. Not just for the pillars, but for us all. He made us all as we once were, as we were meant to be. After all that gallivanting about, I get bugger all. What about my misspent youth? I was not meant to be this bloody old. Ha ha ha! Such a fine day! Never have I squatted with such perfect form. I may well have reached my physical peak. Ha! What rot. Act your age, you daft sod. You look foolish. I want to squat him out that generates shockwaves. Yeah, me too. You should be grateful. Gigi saw what you had become and gave you a second chance. That was our second chance to relive our glory days. It was all rather silly, though, wasn't it? Maybe Quan had the right of it. Maybe it's not so bad growing old. I was a coward when I was young. But now that I'm old, I'm not afraid to say things like, I love you, Doris. You're a blind, bloody fool, Gonspart. Welcome back, Fury. I say, am I dead again? Quite alive, Inspector. Along with everyone else, thanks to Gigi. The Grand Sirs are also in our custody. Ha ha ha, that's my boy! Where's the little tyke anyway? Oh, he's gonna be upset. Gigi embarked on a grand new adventure. He's no longer with us. I see. If that's what he wanted, then. then I could not be happier for him. I am sure Archmagus Quan would feel the same way. What do we do now, Inspector? Is it not obvious, Natshu? The wide, wide world beckons us. With the promise of mystery and wonder, we shall resume our never-ending quest for cases perplexing and profound, and perhaps, one day, we shall meet young Gigi again. I hate to admit it, but this whole mess got me thinking that maybe, it wouldn't be so bad if I really did have a grandson. You did right by Gigi, Hildy. Your father and I can see that. We're proud of the man you've become. And I'm proud of you too, Mother, for finally coming to terms with the ephemeral nature of physical beauty and allowing yourself to age gracefully. Oh my god! It's like, wait a minute. Gracefully, was it? I fear we may have a failure in communication! There he goes again! Wait for me, Inspector! Wait! Hark! What is that curious light I spy in the far eastern skies? And this, oh so familiar scent which fills my nostrils. Do I smell a case? Worry not for me, my friends, for wherever the wronged want for succor, I, Hildebrand, shall be there, till we meet again. Wow. Team Hildy's blasting off again! Yes. I want that frying pan as a glamour. I need that as a glamour. I say, you do know that you do know that so long as the core remains intact, little Gigi is not actually dead. That's right. So dry your tears, boy. There's no need for all this moping about. He has fallen into a dormant state because he used up all his ether. His core will gradually recharge as it draws upon ambient ether, and in time he will awaken from his torpor. I shall tend to the child for now. As for these three, I should be glad to take them back to Ishgard in your stead. A most generous offer, my lord, but hardly necessary. After all, 'tis my duty to bring them to justice. Oh, yes, it was my duty. After everything I said to that young Inquisitor, I can't go back to Ishgard. They'll toss me in the jail and throw away the key if they don't kill me outright. So go to Idleshire and live in Hildy's gazebo. Someone ought to look after it while he's away, no? That doesn't sound all that bad, actually. Full glad I am to accept your offer. I suppose there's nothing for it but to wait until he comes back down. 'Twas a most graceful strike, my love. You haven't lost your touch. Amazing. Amazing. Ooh, Anomaly, welcome on in. We are as we are. We are as we should be, right here, right now. Life will lead us further. We will progress and become more and more our ideal selves. For now, though, you are here. You've come this far. You've made it past trials, tribulations, lessons, and more. So strive to be your ideal self, but don't compare yourself to who you will be tomorrow. You, as you are now, are enough. Thank you, Anomaly. Thank you so much for that. Also, I hope your night's going well. I suppose there's nothing for it but to leave the Grand Sirs to Lord Godbert, and for me to see the Inspector Hildebrand's gazebo. I'd like to thank you for everything you've done. If you find yourself in Idleshire, come and see me. There are a few arrangements that I need to make, but I can't imagine that it'll take that long for me to settle in. Thank you, my friend, until we meet again. All right, to Idleshire. You are now how you're meant to be. Who you were in past and who you will be has yet to come. Yes. Who expected the goofy, silly comedy side quest to have a deep and touching moral, right? Hell yeah. Alright. Now we need to go see... what's his face? We have to go talk to what's his ass. Oh, the drawing's still there. That's cute. The drawing is permanent. Hell yeah. That's awesome. Looking back on the course I've run, it's hard not to think of the man I was and feel ashamed. I wonder if there's a Hildy-shaped rock, a Hildy-shaped hole in that rock now too. Maybe. Who knows? It might be worth flying up there and seeing. I just noticed a slight difference. Before I took on this case, I had only left the capital a handful of times. The rubbish I believed, the facts I considered unassailable. Fury take me, what a fool I was. If I hadn't met you, and the Inspector, and Gigi, I would have never realized how much I had come to hate my job. Nor would I have discovered how much more satisfying it is to seek out the truth, the whole truth. One might say that getting labeled a heretic and having to flee Ishgard is the best thing that could have happened to me. After all, Now I am free to start a new life here in Idleshire as a consulting inspector. Fury just might, right? But enough of that. There is someone I would like you to meet. Lord Garbert made some modifications, as you can see. His smaller size should allow him to absorb more ether more effectively over time. We thought that if he were to travel with you and share in your grand adventures, that maybe it would hasten his reawakening. Thank you, my friend. I do hope our paths cross again someday. May the Fury bless you and keep you. Aww. Oh no! my inventory's full. Fuck. All right. Oh shit. I have a bullfrog, but I'm keeping that. Tickery gave me that bullfrog. You have fucking cards? Do I? What do they look like? Oh yeah, there's a card right there. Sell some of that trash. No! I don't need a red megala crab shell. I really don't need that. There we go. I am going to have a gentle aneurysm. What? Get scrungled for hoarding crimes. Yeah, I guess I am a hoarder. Aww. There is a difference. The answer is yes. I don't even play 14 anymore, but wow, that inventory makes my brain go, whoa! Sorry. So what do you think of Seer now? He's okay, I guess. Thank you. We've all tried, yes. Many have tried. And many have died. Ahty hisses at us like a feral cat. Why is Poji leaving the party? Why is Poji leaving the party? I was gonna ask. Why did Poji leave? Poji is eepy. I think Poji could join us for a dungeon. I need to bed. Fine. It's 11 p.m. I gotta work in the morning. Well, so do I. It's 7:45 here. So I could do one of two things. I could wrap up now. I've only been going for an hour and 42 minutes. Or we could do a dungeon or two if you guys want to go a little longer. What do y'all think? I had a feeling there wasn't going to be enough to fill a whole stream tonight. I only do dungeons with people who have at least 10 empty slots in their inventory. I will lurk while I go to bed. Good night. Alrighty, good night, Poji. Thanks for joining us. All right. If nobody's up for a dungeon, I know it's a weeknight. If nobody's up for a dungeon, I could find somebody to raid. A dungeon on a school night? I know, right? I don't feel dungeon. Oh, I can't talk to the gobby who's trying to get the attention of Inspector Seer. All right. Why don't we? I know it's early, but like, why don't we raid? Because Zoan is doing a thing right now. Do I have the Heavensward Alliance raid unlocked? What is it called?
Me.
I expected a trial also. Like a trial or some sort of like dungeon-ish type thing. I don't know what the alliance the Heavensward Alliance raid is called. Well, Ryu, that's not an Alliance raid, though. That's just a plain old raid. And that is way too much to do tonight. Oh my god. I remember Alexander, where I think we took three nights to get through all of it. Oh, it's Void Arc. Okay. Let me see. I'm pretty sure we do. Let me see. Where would it be? Yep, I have Void Arc. Sky Pirates we all did together too. I forgot, I guess. Yeah, that's a raid that Corrosia joined us for. Not for all of it, but for parts of it. Yeah, why don't I just raid? Why don't I just raid? Because I am a little bit on the EP side anyway. I could probably do with a little extra nappies. Why don't we raid? Because Zoan is playing Legend of Zelda: Link to the Past, and it looks like she has modded it a little bit, which is interesting. Yeah, let's do that. Yeah, there we go. Okay, perfect. Y'all, thank you so much for a great night. I know it was kind of short, but the thing is, like, what I had left to do on Hildebrand wasn't really that much to begin with. I was kind of hoping there would be, like a trial or something at the end, but it looks like there isn't. Which, I mean, it is what it is. This isn't the last time we're gonna be doing Hildebrand, though. There's still the Stormblood Hildebrand. There's Endwalker Hildebrand, I think, pretty sure. There's no Shadowbringer stuff. But there's tons more of this stuff. So yeah, the story continues. So yeah, so that's gonna do it for me tonight. The next time I'm gonna be live is Friday night, 6 p.m. PST. Poji is gonna join us, Vera's gonna join us, and a whole mess of good beans are gonna join us, and then we're gonna have a great time. Coming right back here, Final Fantasy XIV. We're gonna knock out the rest of Stormblood. Because we are right there. We are right there at the end. I'm pretty sure that's the end. We're in the locks. We're in the locks. So yeah. But folks, I am running out of time. As is always, take care of yourselves and each other. Eat all the food, drink all the water, get all the sleep. Before you know it, we'll be gaming again soon. Friday night, 6 p.m. PST. Don't forget, and I will see you then. Take care. Have a good night. Bye.